Jordan!
Iain!
Who wanted to know what it felt like, so gave themselves a nipple twist, and now has a pain kink.
James Earl Jones?
No. Two guys. What?
Luke, those are my nipples. Give them a twist for me, won't you?
And then he's like, no! Nice.
You pussy. Twist Daddy's nipples.
Oh, wait, what? You're my dad?
Oh, yeah, sorry, I forgot about that.
Oh, yeah, that was the director's cut.
Twist Daddy's nipples, won't you, son?
You can maybe see why George Lucas took it out.
Yeah, I mean, I think that would have made the film infinitely better.
I mean, that's when he decided to get Leia involved and have sibling sex.
You know, I mean, that's in there, isn't it? So
That is in there.
Yeah, that's not us just being weird.
Because he thought, well, Daddy's nipple twisting, that's too far.
Don't he get involved in this, or?
Is that your lightsaber, or are you just happy to see me?
You know.
Oh, lovely. Hi.
Well, this took a disgusting twist straight away.
Oh, it did.
So
Yeah.
we'll pull it back.
Okay.
Hello, and welcome to episode 162 of Two Guys What's Up, the weekly comedy podcast where the only pain that I like to put people through is making them listen to me try and read for 30 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
And today, that job falls to this guy. It's Jordan. Jordan, how are you?
I'm very good, thank you. And my nipples are fine.
Good.
On top form, actually, you might say.
Yeah, zero twists for you today. Your dad was busy, was he?
I'm moving on. Right, so something happened to me the other day, and I felt like I have to let you know because it confused me for a moment.
Okay.
And I don't know if this is a new generation thing or if it was just this particular person.
Okay, I'm very intrigued.
Right, so I'll set the scene. I was at a local shop just before closing. It was about 15 minutes till closing time, so I realised I was the asshole in this position because I used to hate it when I worked in retail and people came just before closing. I'm like, I'm ready to cash up, I'm ready to go home.
You know what?
So I was that person.
I'm sorry, just before you go on, right? People that have that mindset always stress me out a little bit because if your opening times says the shop shuts at 5 and I'm there at 1:45, that's still your opening times, so suck it up.
Absolutely, yeah. Just depends if you're doing a full shop with a trolley full.
I dare say they take into account that they have to be out by 5, for example.
Yeah.
So, but either way.
Here's the thing, though. When I worked in retail, I think this is the same for most. Let's say the shop closes at 5.
Yep.
I'm only paid until 5. And then I've got to cash up afterwards.
You don't get paid?
No, you don't get that. Well, I didn't.
Oh, well, no wonder they went into liquidation.
I mean, they had to take what they could, I guess, didn't they?
Yeah.
Those 15 minutes here and there just added up after a while.
Didn't help them though, did it?
No, it really didn't. Maybe if they treated the staff well, they would have still been here.
Possibly, yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the main thing. Treat your staff well.
Anyway, so that had happened. And then I'd brought in a couple of scratch cards because my wife thought it was a really good idea at Christmas not to have crackers, but to give everyone a scratch card.
Okay.
If there's a win, that's cool, that's really fun. Anyway, I went there to cash it in.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah.
I did so. They gave me the money back. And then this young guy, I would say late teenager, was working with a lady, must be maybe in her 50s. Mm-hmm. And he said to her, do you want these scratch cards processing? And she said, yeah, we'll do them afterwards. And he said, okay, we'll do it at 45 past.
Okay.
And then she was like, what? we'll do it at 45 past. And it took me a moment. It was like, he f***ing means 1:45.
Yeah.
And I have never, ever heard that said before. So either this is some new lingo that now the kids say because they're not very used to analog, or he's thick as fuck. And I was like, I've got to tell Iain.
I think it's just a generation that's grown up, like you say, without analog. You know, people have
So thick as
just
that's fine, I'll take it.
just never had the opportunity to learn that, I mean, like my sister-in-law is 25, I think, and she can't tell an analog clock.
Thick as fuck.
I'll let you tell her that.
Okay.
Yeah, but if I showed her a clock...
Oh, with an L. Right, yeah.
Yes. God. Yeah, rather not a digital clock, a circular one with the numbers around the outside.
Yes.
She wouldn't be able to tell me what time it was.
Thick as
I think it's just a generational thing, bro.
Yeah, but clocks still exist.
They do.
It's not like they are not a thing.
But where do you get your time from, mostly?
I mean, even my Apple Watch, I could have an analog clock face.
Okay, you could have, but do you?
No.
But
I can read it. I don't have to say, should we do it at 45 past?
That's because you're old, mate. I'm sorry to say.
Yeah, fair enough.
But you're getting old. You're in your 30s now. So you were alive in a time before phones.
Wow.
And everyone has a phone in their pocket now, and it's generally a digital clock on there.
That is very true. On the iPhone, though, the clock symbol is an actual analog clock that ticks around, isn't it?
It is indeed, yeah.
So, no excuse.
I don't think anyone goes to their lock screen, goes, no, I won't look at that time. I will open my phone, look at the very small app, and read that instead.
Why not? It would save them the embarrassment of saying, should we do this at 42 to?
Which would be, 18 minutes past?
Yeah, I think so. I just think it's crackers. It really took me aback for a second, and I thought, either, yeah, I am getting old, or, wow, this guy is really stupid. Both, maybe.
We have bought clocks for our children to, try and entice them into learning to tell the time. And that is an analog clock. And even on there, it says o'clock, quarter past, half past, quarter to.
Right.
So it's a universal thing.
True. Unless you are Swedish.
Oh, really?
Now, I don't know if I ever told you this. Used to have umpteen issues because I didn't realise, and they didn't realise that, let's say you said 1:30. For them, that would be 12:30.
Why?
I don't know. I think because it's like... Yeah! Now you're getting it. Yeah, I think it was because, I don't know, 1:30, like it was maybe 12:30. But yeah.
Right.
When I used to say, oh, let's meet at 1:30, I'd be the one that seems really late.
Right.
And we're like, no, I'm here at 1:30. It's 1:30. And they're like, no, that's 12:30. Yeah, anyway, so it's not a universal thing either.
Interesting. And can I just apologise to the entirety of the Swedish people then, by the way? I did not mean to insult the entire nation.
I don't think it is just Swedish. I think Norwegians do that too, I think.
Okay, well, yeah, I just apologise to everyone I insulted.
Okay.
It was just a callback to an earlier joke, right? And I wanted to put that out there.
And the other thing, I went to another shop, this was yesterday, and I feel like there must be something with youngsters in little corner shops, because there was a few customers after me in line, there was one person on the till, but there were two other teenage girls chatting behind the till while there's a queue, and very loudly, and I will say this verbatim, said to the other one, and then my hair smelt like shit.
What?
Out loud!
I mean, A, bad form for swearing in front of customers.
Yeah.
B, what situation are you describing?
I have absolutely no idea. It's like my ears pricked up at that point.
I'm interested now.
But the other guy serving was like, just like, you didn't hear anything.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Maybe I am getting old, Ian.
I believe that's the case.
Wow.
Yeah, sorry about that,
It's
bud. Sorry to
official.
break it to you, yeah.
Oh, dear. Fetch me my Zimmer frame.
Little fun fact for everyone out there. When we released our very first Halloween episode, I wanted to release it at 6 minutes past 7 in the morning, whereas we usually release at 1 minute past midnight. I wanted to change it to 6 minutes past 7 a.m.
I remember that.
because that would have been at 6:66 in clock time. So,
But we
John
didn't,
said
did we?
no.
'Cause I think we were like, then people won't think we've done an episode and will forget about us.
Exactly, yeah. If we miss one regular scheduled upload, people will be like, oh, well, they must be gone. Oh, delete.
Yeah, that's it. And maybe that would have happened to us in our real life.
Oh, shit, yeah.
We just disappeared one day.
We now are the podcast, the living embodiment.
We are.
Now.
Oh, yeah. So that was my happenings this week in regards to corner shops.
Loved it.
Anything from your end with corner shops?
Nothing from corner shops, but so I said just before we started, I think you heard me yelp in pain.
Yeah.
So the reason for that is
Getting old.
No, well, yeah, half and half, maybe. 2 days ago was my birthday.
Yes, and happy birthday for them.
Thank you very much. I did get my birthday tattoo.
And it looks great.
It does look great. Not anymore, because it's, scabby and shit.
Oh, yeah.
But the tattoo artist, shout out to Costadan of North Sea Tattoo, who does my tattoos every year, he said, this is going to hurt like tomorrow because it's so colour heavy and it's in such a place that it's going to f***ing kill.
Wow.
And I was like, oh, you know what? I've had many tattoos before. You know, I'll just see how it goes.
I ain't no rookie.
Exactly. That's what I thought. And boy, was I mistaken because it f***ing hurts. Every time I put my arm down, it's just like a strong, persistent throb because it's like it's the start of a sleeve, so the whole arm is going to be coloured.
Oh, wow.
So around the tattoo, which is, I'll let everyone know, I won't put a picture up until it's healed, but it is a Flixton werewolf, a Loveland frogman, and a skunk ape. So I've got them 3 images on the front of my wrist. So I've got all the colour around it, which is going to blend into the next part of it whenever I come to get that done. But because it was like 5 different shades of blue, you know, each getting lighter. So he was just pushing out, going over the same area, blending it all into one.
Oh, I see.
And it's just so painful. I'm having to sleep on my back with my arm facing, so the tattoo facing the ceiling on the chair that I'm sitting on right now to talk to you.
Yes.
I have to have my arm out of bed, resting on my chair so that I don't roll over and hit it because it just f***ing kills.
Okay. It's also a bit of a shame that he's colourblind and it's bright pink.
I mean, I liked it in the end. You know, I don't like to watch my tattoos get done because it's like, you know, watching yourself get an injection. You can't feel it if you look away.
Yeah, of course.
And when I did look back, it was bright pink. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna
own it.
live it. Yeah.
It looks good.
Thank you very much.
Very
Cheers.
nice. It's like a lollipop.
I can't wait to put the picture up on the Instagram and X.
Yeah. I mean, by the time that this is released, maybe it will be ready to.
Most possibly. That is very true. I did forget about that.
But yeah, look forward to showing that because it does look good.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm hoping it heals good.
I'm sure it will.
But anyway, so onwards to good stuff. What have you got coming up for us today, Jordan?
Well, I realised that it was essentially Valentine's week. And what I'd prepared last night, I realised maybe this is a February bonus episode thing.
Okay.
Because actually, it's maybe a little bit, I don't know, not safe for work, shall we say.
Oh, wow. Now I really want to hear that.
So if anyone wants to hear it, you can listen to February's bonus episode when that is released.
I want to hear it. Can I listen to it now?
But Ian, where can they find these bonus episodes?
Over on the Patreon, me old pal. With one simple click of that link down below in the description, for just £3 a month, you can get up to now 32 bonus episodes.
Beautiful. And that is, for anyone that maybe doesn't want to click a link, patreon.com/2 guys, what's up? So that's what I'll be doing there. But today, I thought in lieu of me getting older and possibly having issues in corner shops, I have the question that is, what's the moment that made you realise you're not as young as you used to be?
Okay.
And we have the internet's answers to this, and I dare say some of these is what I feel as well.
Okay. This is maybe going to be a little too eye-opening for me because I'm one of these people that's too stupid to realise when there's a problem.
Okay.
When it comes to things like getting old, I'm just like, yeah, well, I still feel young, you know, I still feel like I'm in my 20s.
Yeah.
But if you point these things out to me, this might be the time that I realise, I am old. You might kill me, Jordan.
Oh dear. Just know that you'll go out knowing your time of death on the clock.
Yeah, I can at least read it as I'm fading.
Yeah, you'll be like, oh, 45 past.
45 past 7. Oh, dead.
That'll be forever on your tombstone.
And that's fine. I'll be happy with that.
And with that, what have you got for us?
Well, Jordan, picture this. It's Miami, and the year is 2012. It's the middle of the day on MacArthur Causeway. It's a glorious day. Heat is bouncing off the tarmac as people are going about their daily lives. But on the pavement, there's a man, naked, and hunched over another man. At first, it looks like a fight, but then the screaming starts. Because he's not just attacking him, he's eating his face.
Oh, okay.
That's right, Jordan. Today is all about zombies.
Oh, no. I mean, they don't sound like that, thankfully.
That's just my evil laugh, because you've done this to me so many times. Oh, Ian, look at this alien. Isn't that cute? No, it's horrible. Well, now I've got a 30-minute bag of revenge for you.
Okay, right, let's just get into it.
Let's fucking go, pal. So about the situation in Miami, the eater was Rudy Eugene and his victim was Ronald Popo, who was clawed, bitten and chewed until police arrived. They shouted at him to stop, he didn't. They fired their weapons, he kept going. They fired again and again until the attack finally ended.
Oh God, that's awful.
Popo survived, but was sadly permanently disfigured. He was left blind in one eye and with half his face missing. The press called the incident the Miami zombie, but was Rudy actually a zombie? No. He wasn't the living dead. He was a man who was sadly in the grip of psychosis and a violent outburst.
I was going to say, plus, also, Popo didn't turn into one.
Yeah. They did keep him under lock and key just in case. Like, was keep him in this room, if he turns.
Yeah, horrible.
Do you think that's actually something they do? They were like, just to be on the safe side, we'll just watch him for a bit.
I would.
I know you would.
But I don't think that is the typical protocol when you look after somebody in a hospital.
Yeah, stay away from him just in case.
Yeah, it's not really jail, is it?
No, God, no. But this poses a question, Jordan. Does this mean that zombies don't exist? And I'm sorry to say, Jordan, that it does not. They absolutely do. So for you and the lovely people at home, I've got one of the strangest documented cases ever recorded.
Go on then.
So we are in Haiti in 1962. A man named Clavius Narcisse has collapsed with a fever and he's rushed to hospital. But within days, he is pronounced dead. A death certificate is signed, a burial is performed, and his family mourn his passing. But fast forward 18 years, and a very much alive Clavius strolls back into his village. Same face, same voice, it was the same man. His family swore they'd buried him, but there he was, alive, stood right in front of their stunned faces.
Right, but surely they didn't just leave it there. Did they not question him and ask him, well, where the f*** have you been?
Oh, yep, I'll tell you exactly where he's been. Zombieland. Spoiler alert.
Oh, the film?
Yep, he went for a little day trip.
Oh, okay.
Forgot to get on the bus back. Thought, I'll stay. Go on the rides. No queues.
He wanted to meet Bill Murray, didn't he?
He did, yeah. He never turned up, though.
Ah, right, okay.
Because he died
Oh, right.
in the film, not real life.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say he's too busy flying around. Pilot's license.
That's Dan Aykroyd.
Oh, shit, isn't it? Too many Ghostbusters.
I think you need to go back and listen to all our old episodes, mate.
Probably do.
So after a reunion, he told his family his story. He said that he'd been conscious when doctors pronounced him dead. He remembered the sound of dirt falling on his coffin. And then later that night, when the graveyard was empty, he was dug up, drugged, and put to work on a plantation for years. Only freed when the Boko, which are sorcerers in Haitian voodoo that controlled him, had died.
Wait, what?
Yep, right. So I'll explain.
Okay.
It's weird. So, Jordan, this is not urban legend. This isn't a myth. This is documented by researchers, doctors, and confirmed by families. He was a real Haitian zombie.
Hang on, one second. Sorry if you're going to explain this, but...
You know I'm going to explain it.
So let me just backtrack a second. He was dead, supposedly.
Yep, they pronounced him dead, but he wasn't.
Right, okay. And then he was in the coffin.
Yep.
So he was still alive at this point.
He was indeed.
I mean, he didn't even really need to be drugged or done anything to him. He could have just finally got out and then he would have been okay.
Yeah, but there's a reason. So this was done to him by somebody else.
Yes, yeah.
All of it was a massive plan by a Haitian sorcerer to get workers for their plantation.
Oh, I see. Right, now that makes sense. So he wasn't ever supposed to, quote-unquote, die.
No, he wasn't supposed to be dead. It was supposed to look like he was dead so that he could be taken.
Right. I see. Got you. I'm on board.
Cool.
Well, I'm not. That is horrible.
Yeah, it's awful. Anyway, so all will become clear. You just keep those questions to yourself.
Okay.
I'm kidding. Ask as many as you like. Because, I like you.
Okay.
And it's okay. I like hearing your voice.
Okay. You're the only one.
So in the 1980s, Harvard researcher Wade Davis investigated how cases like this were possible, and the explanation he uncovered was chilling. He found that Bokas created their zombies through the use of powders. These powders contained tetrodotoxin, which is a poison found in pufferfish, and in the right dose, it can paralyze a person so completely that their breathing and their heartbeat become almost undetectable, so to outsiders, they appear deceased.
Wow, okay. But surely they are, aren't they, if their heartbeat essentially stops?
No, it can slow right down, so I guess so long as it's being able to pump enough oxygen around your body, it can slow down quite dramatically.
Fair enough.
Victims would then be declared dead, buried, and secretly dug up, still alive, still conscious, but traumatized beyond belief.
Oh, I wonder if they were conscious of it the whole time. Maybe they were.
Yeah, like Clavius said in his story, he was aware, he could hear himself being pronounced dead, he heard the dirt falling on the coffin, felt himself being dug up, and then this is where the other drug comes in.
Wow.
So from there, they were given datura, which is a powerful hallucinogenic plant, also known as gypsum weed or zombie cucumber. And it doesn't just cause... Don't laugh at that, it's horrible. I mean, to be honest, when I first heard it, I was like, zombie cucumber?
Yeah, yeah.
But no, not very nice. And it doesn't just cause hallucinations. It causes confusion, amnesia, and suggestibility. So under its influence, victims lose their grip on reality and could be manipulated into submission.
Right.
So when people like Clavius Narcissus came back from their grave, they weren't monsters. They were men and women who'd been poisoned, buried alive, and broken. They weren't flesh-eating ghouls, but they were slaves.
Right, okay. I wonder how many people actually were victims of this.
I think it's quite, I mean, I say common, not like 50% of population, but it's a thing that's seriously feared in Haiti.
Really? Okay. I wonder if it happens elsewhere that no one's actually found out yet.
Possibly. I mean, it must exist elsewhere, surely, but maybe just not to the extent that it does there.
Ugh.
But that's the twist that most people miss. Luckily for you, Jordan, so you can sleep at night, Haitian zombies aren't dangerous at all. They don't attack people or bite strangers. They weren't hunters. They were simply and sadly victims.
Okay. I don't feel quite as terrified.
Good, you know, I'm nice. I like to set your mind at ease, whereas you just keep sending me pictures of more aliens.
Oh, have you seen this picture of the communion?
If you send me that, I swear to Christ, I will just implode. But the danger wasn't the zombie, it was the sorcerer who did this to them. In Haitian culture, it was a very real horror that you could become one.
Ugh.
The zombie was the ultimate nightmare of slavery. Your soul taken, your body condemned to endless labour, and your will and your freedom stripped away.
Yeah, that is horrible. I mean, being buried alive used to be one of the top fears that I had.
Yeah, again, I mean, we've spoken about many of these things, you know, things that you fear irrationally as a child, and buried alive is another one of them.
Yeah.
It's just an ever-growing list, isn't it?
I suppose so, yeah.
But there is another part to this law that cannot be ignored. And that is said that if you give a zombie salt, it wakes them. The taste jolts them out of their trance. They remember who they are, what's been done to them, and they are no longer controllable. Which is why, in tradition, Bokers never let their zombies near salted food.
Oh, okay.
One folktale tells of a plantation where the owner left his wife in charge of the zombies, not knowing the rules. She gave them food that contained salt, and the moment they ate it, the spell shattered, they realised who they were, some fled back to their villages, and others, depending on the version, turned on the household in rage.
Wow, actually became zombies.
No, just were just like, f you for doing this.
Oh yeah, I mean, it makes sense.
Thanks for the salt and all, because now I can finally go home, carry on with that jigsaw.
How does that work though? Because your body needs salt to survive.
You got me.
I don't quite understand. This is a myth. This has got to be.
Google it, bro. You Google it right now.
Oh yeah, because Google's right about everything.
Well, there are factual things on there.
There are. There are also lots of wrong things.
Okay, right, you win. But the symbolism of salt makes sense because across cultures, salt has been seen as purification and grounding, and in voodoo, it anchors the soul to the body, which is why salt is supposedly the one thing that can break the chain. So, to answer our original question, are zombies real? Yes, they are, but they're not flesh-hungry hordes, they're living people, stripped of freedom and turned into husks. It's being trapped in your own body, enslaved and unable to rest.
Right.
And maybe that's why the zombie endures, because underneath the gore, the groans and the walking corpses is a real fear that is still with us. But Jordan, after all that, I just want to know, what do you think?
Wow, okay. If that's true, absolutely horrible.
It is true.
What an existence or lack of.
So, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That is just horrendous. But secondly, not as terrifying as I once thought in regards to flesh-eating hordes of runners.
So it's like a new fear unlocked, isn't it?
I suppose so.
Same skin, different fear.
But the thing is, though, when these people were under this trance, were they still conscious then?
No, so like I said, the drug that they gave them afterwards induced hallucinations, confusion, amnesia.
Right.
So it's like there's a drug called scopolamine, I believe it is.
Okay.
And it essentially just knocks you out of consciousness and just makes you docile and suggestible.
Oh, okay.
So this is a drug that they give this to people they want to rob. You know, they'll be like, oh, smell this cloth, you know, or they'll spray it in your face or whatever. And you ingest it and then they're they're like, right, give me your bank card, give me your details, take me to your home.
Right.
Show me where your jewels are, and you'll just go along with it.
An unwitting accomplice.
Exactly, yeah, the drug just does it to you.
Oh, that's horrible. I mean, I dare say that must be a real thing.
That is a real thing.
How do people realise this? This baffles me.
What, like, how do they make it?
Well, yeah, how did that become a thing? It's like that old idea, isn't it? It's a bit of a joke, but it's kind of true. Who was the first person that thought, I'm going to do this to this cow and let's taste it?
Yeah.
Like, there was one person that did it first. And what were they thinking?
There's somebody who had a little bit of a nipple kink.
And thought, ooh, cows are hot.
Black and white sexiness.
But I don't know. There's just so many questions I don't understand. Because there will be one person in history that would have, I guess, ingested this drug for the first time.
Yeah.
It have to have been the case. And then I just don't know how it became a thing. So someone must have witnessed that and thought, oh, he's now zombified himself, I guess.
Okay, let me give you an example of a different thing,
Okay.
which might help answer this a little bit. So there's a drug called... Well, I can't remember the name of it.
It's a weird name for a drug.
Ow. Wait a minute, let me have a little Google.
It's a very long name. Imagine that. Have you got a bit of, let me have a little Google. How many rounds of 12 bar blues do you need?
16. Got it.
Cool, nice.
So there is a drug that people take when they go and do like soul cleansing and that sort of stuff called ayahuasca.
Oh, yeah, I'm familiar.
And this drug, it comes from different plants, like mixing them together in certain ways and in certain volumes and stuff like that to create the perfect blend that is this drug. And when people like witch doctors, maybe for lack of a better word, were asked, how did you come up with this? They literally said the plants told them how to do it. They said the plants spoke to us, they told us the correct mixtures, what plants to use, when to mix them, and how to create it.
Right.
So, coming from a similar background, you know, the Haitian voodoo doctors, it could be a similar sort of thing. So it's not just like,
yeah,
oh, we'll just keep mixing plants and see what works. It's like it came to them in a dream, or the spirits told them what to do, kind of thing.
a bit like Paul McCartney's song.
Imagine all the people.
Maybe, possibly, I don't know. It was, what's that song called?
All right, how many 12 bar blues do you need?
Go on, you have a go.
Blah, blah, Hi,
Hi, Arnie. Let It Be.
Oh, let it be, yep.
So I don't know if you ever heard that, where Paul McCartney said that Mother Mary, his mother was called Mary.
Yeah.
And in a dream, she supposedly came to him, and that song was born from a dream.
Yes, I do remember hearing that, because people often assume that he means like the Mother Mary of Jesus.
Yes. Yeah, but it was
But
actually
no,
his mum.
it was his own mum. Can you imagine if his mum was called Gertrude or something like that? Wouldn't quite fit in the song, would it?
Maybe, then it would have been a different song.
Possibly. I assume so.
But anyway, alas, yeah, really interesting. That was very different to usual. I quite like it.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I thought you might like that one.
I mean, in many ways, I also don't.
Yeah, I also hate it. Now I can't sleep.
But it was fascinating. So thank you.
Not a problem, pal. So, what did you have for us again? Let me see if I can remember. Was it people that...
Are you getting forgetful in your older age?
Right. Yeah, very clever. That's a very clever way of reminding me. So, it's people who forget things. People that have forgotten important things.
No, Ian, it wasn't. It was, what's the moment that made you realise you're not as young as you used to be?
What did you say?
And I feel like you've just had it.
What was it, Sonny?
Ian, your balls are descending further.
They've been ankle long for years, mate. I was a boating accident when I was a child, okay, and I'd like you to not bring that up, thank you.
I didn't realise you had to tuck it down a side of a leg.
Yeah, if you ever see me walk, like, you know, I always have to compensate, because if my socks are too tight...
Don't know if I ever told you, my granddad used to reference jogging bottoms, you know, with elastic at the bottom,
Yeah.
as stoppers.
No. I've never heard that one before.
And my mum still uses that term, like, why are you wearing your stoppers today? And it's always stuck.
It will stick, yeah. If it gets stuck at the bottom, it's going to, isn't it?
That's very true. So maybe for you, it's more ball stoppers.
Possibly. Once when I was in the cadets, when I was a kid, you know, you have to stand to attention. You slide your feet together.
I had no idea you did that.
Of course I didn't.
Oh.
It was all a joke about me slamming my heels together and breaking my testicles.
Okay, that's a great image, though.
Yeah, me standing to attention.
But you still manage children, so well done.
There's a bit of doubt as to whether they're mine or not, but
We won't go there.
the vasectomy was done when we sat on a chair. The doctor on the other side of the room.
They just made you stand to attention again.
Yeah, a few clamps should sort it out, pal.
Right. Right. So, what's the moment that made you realise you're not as young as you used to be?
That's the one.
So this is the internet's answers to this. Someone says, I have a favourite fork.
My 4-year-old has a favourite fork. How does that indicate you're getting old?
I don't know. I think generally, typically people don't have favourite cutlery. And I feel like when you get to a certain age, maybe you've just grown accustomed to one and now you have your favourite.
Okay, I won't take that one on the chin as,
Okay,
you know,
that's
a
fine,
sign
okay.
that I'm getting old. Because whenever I open the cutlery, I just think, fork it.
I'm sure you do.
I'll take whatever I get my hands on.
Oh, what about hearing myself starting sentences with, well, 10 years ago, I...
Yeah, that one does it for me.
Because it really does put into perspective, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Like, my son's like, oh, Dad, when did you leave school? I'm like, oh, about 48 years. Oh, but oh, it really is that long.
Last week, son, I got held back a bit.
Yeah. I'm in the year above you. What are you talking about?
At least it wasn't the year below.
He overtakes me.
Still in nursery.
Tutoring me.
Someone else says, when people tell me how old they are, I think, God, they're old. Then realise we're the same age.
Yeah, I get that one.
Fair enough.
Yep.
Or when people in their early to mid-20s look like children to you.
Yeah, sometimes for my work I have to ID people, and you know, like I'm like, you don't quite look old enough. I'll ID you, and they're like, mate, I'm 30.
So would you ID me?
No, you look old as bro.
Yeah. Proper wrinkly.
I'm like, oh god, is that a raisin I'm serving?
Have you been in the bath for a while?
You look remarkably dry for someone that's just got out of a 10-year-long bath.
Someone else says, at 68, I've noticed I'm fine with driving the speed limit now.
Oh, I love the speed limit. Speed limit's my best friend.
Here's the thing, it's a limit, it's not a target.
Exactly. Yeah, and when I'm doing 15 and getting sworn at by every dirty youngster that passes me in their, I don't know, fucking Peugeot 106.
On the motorway.
Yeah, that's what I say to them. It's a limit, not a target. I want to get there, but I want to get there alive.
Very true, yeah. I think there's a balancing point, though, isn't there? There's a point where you can go too slow and that becomes dangerous.
Dangerous, but sensible, Jordan.
Although you could argue if it's dangerous, it isn't sensible.
Or I could argue if it's sensible, it isn't dangerous.
You could, and we'd be here all day.
Look, you're 4 years younger than me, all right? You still got some learning to do.
Yeah, please teach me, Daddy.
Give me them nips.
Another one, realising I'm now old enough to be a co-worker's parent.
I don't think I've ever taken that into account before.
I mean, maybe not for you, it's true yet.
No, there are people who are, you know, of leaving school age who work in the place I do, but I don't think I've ever looked at them and gone, I could be your dad. It's a strange thought to have on first instinct.
Is it because you're married?
No. I'm just going to breeze past that.
Okay.
But no, I've never looked at someone and thought, I'm old enough to be your dad.
It just sounds fucking awful.
Exactly, which is why I never think it. I never say it.
Now, though, you'll always think it because of this conversation. You're welcome.
Can you imagine me going up to a new start and be like, oh, welcome to the team. Yeah, so you'll find it very pleasurable to work here. It's a lovely working environment, and I'm old enough to be your dad. They'd be like, what?
Want to trade emails?
Want to trade carrier pigeon routes? You know. Oh.
Oh, God. It's just the thought of it. Oh my God.
It's a horrible thought.
Oh. Okay, I don't know what tickles me about it. Oh. Right. Okay.
Okay, right.
Whew, centre myself, I'm fine.
Right, yeah.
When people look worried when you fall over and not laugh at you.
See, I'd never laugh at people when they fall over.
I know, but I think it's that bit of, oh dear.
Yeah, it's like, oh, this could be bad.
This is it. This is him done now. He'll end up in hospital and it's just downhill from here.
Yeah, luckily the hospital is downhill, so... Stick him on my skateboard.
That's why you slipped. What about the length of time it takes me to scroll back to my year of birth on online forms?
Yep, that is a pain in the ass. I will admit that one.
Realising that the year 2000 was not 10 years ago.
You know what? I was talking to someone about this the other day, and I said...
I'm old enough to be your dad.
Yeah, I did say that, yep. It was my dad. He was like, will you stop saying that to everyone? And I was saying, like, I had to double check myself. Oh, it's 2026. I was thinking about it in context. I wasn't just like, what's the year? But like, I was like, it's 2026. I was like, no, wait, is that right? It can't be 2006.
26 past 2000.
But I mean, I was 12 years old when the millennium happened.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, yeah, it must be 26 years since then. But it doesn't seem right because it doesn't seem that long ago.
Yeah, but that's over a quarter of a century.
Yes, you're right. I am almost 40 now. I was 12. Felt like I've aged, what's that, like 16 years overnight. No, I've just done it. It's 26 years.
Yeah.
Oh! Which is easy math because, you know, from 2000 to now, it's 26 years. I am an idiot.
It's 26 past 2000.
It is, and I am very old and tired.
What about, this one might resonate with you, hangovers hurt now.
I've got the cure for that. You know, just stay permanently hungover.
Perpetually.
Yeah. For me, it's sometimes I feel great. You know, it's the opposite. Like people are like, oh, you know, I've got a hangover once a week. It lasts a bit longer. For me, it's like sometimes I wake up and I just feel 10 times better. And then, you know, back to hungover.
Within the span of just a few seconds.
Yep. So, yeah, I do have a bottle of vodka on hand on my bedside table.
Right, of course. As we alluded to in hearing things, you like to stay hydrated, don't you?
Precisely. Exactly. Yeah. Thanks for remembering.
What about, I now prefer to stay in on the weekends, not wanting to go to events because just not mentally prepared to deal with people anymore.
Yeah, I could never be bothered. I'm such an introvert at heart.
Yeah, I think creative types are.
Yeah, people used to say to me, oh, do you want to go and see this band? And I'm like, no.
Are they on YouTube?
Yeah. I always had the mindset of, I don't want to be the person in the crowd. I want to be the person on the stage.
Right, okay.
I want to be the performer. And I mean, I don't like to dance. I find it a little bit weird to look at.
Right.
People who can dance, fine. But me trying to dance, it's not a pretty sight.
Okay.
So if I go to gigs, I am the person that stands in the corner. Yes, I'm boring. I know. Sorry. But that's just me.
That's all right.
But yeah, I just never liked to be in crowds. So, you know, I guess I've been old since I was born.
There was a video I saw the other day. I might have even sent it to you on TikTok. And the child was a baby, a toddler, and literally looked like he was 40. Like it was born 40 years old.
You did not send me this.
I'll have to try and find it and send it to you.
Please don't. It sounds terrifying.
It was the weirdest thing. It tried mustard for the first time.
I went, oh, that's a little spicy, isn't it, Mildred?
Where's the gammon?
I need a little bit of Cabernet Sauvignon to wash that mustard down.
Yeah. Another one. When I sit, I grunt now.
Yeah.
It resonates somehow.
Yeah, when you bend down to pick something up, it's always like, ugh.
Yeah, it's true. I just know my mind is young, but my body is like, you're tired, go to sleep.
Yep. So I still have the horrible thing of it gets to 11 o'clock and my mind just goes, oh, it's awake time for you. And I always say to myself, tonight I'm going to go to bed early. I'm going to sit down, I'm going to have an hour to relax, unwind from the day, and then I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to be in bed by 11 latest.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, it's 2 a.m. I'm like, I should probably go to bed.
It's sad, really, isn't it?
Yeah, I am sad. Yeah, thanks for that, Jordan. Not only are you calling me old, I am now sad.
Sad old, weak, pathetic man. I'm joking. Slightly. What about when I turned on the car radio to the oldies channel that used to play 50s and 60s music is now playing my generation's music?
Another sad truth.
It's fucking awful, isn't it? I'm glad that this segment is so uplifting to everybody. Another one. Seeing kids on their way to school with no coats on thinking, oh my God, aren't they cold? When I used to do exactly the same thing myself.
Yeah, it isn't until recently that I've become aware of how to dress for the weather. I think I've spoken about this before, yeah. Jeans, t-shirt and a hoodie, that was my attire, you know, from spring to winter. But now I'd say to my kids, like, you need to put your coat on. They're like, no, I don't want it. And I'm like, mate, it's -8 outside. They're like, I don't care.
Thing is, though, I remember having this conversation very often with my mum, and I'm the same as you. I would be going out with jeans and a t-shirt and a hoodie, and that was fine.
Yeah.
You know, if I was a bit chilly, I'd deal with it.
Exactly. But nowadays, it's like you get angry at it. Like, how dare you be freezing? I need my hat and my coat and my gloves.
I tell you what, though, you say that. The other day, when we were due this big storm, and it didn't really happen, it was just very windy. You know when you have that light rain in the air, and it's just hitting your face with the wind, that it's like ice piercing you.
Oh, yeah.
It was like that, and I had to take Teddy out, and he wouldn't empty, and I was just like, fuck's sake. I'm doing this for your benefit, not mine.
Can you imagine if dogs could talk? The amount of times that they'd probably say to you, I don't need a piss. We don't need to be out here right now.
I tell you what, that wouldn't be the case with Teddy because he's obviously a boy. He marks his territory every few feet. So we could not go for a brisk walk.
It's annoying in it as well when he does it on the house. You're like, F off, that's mine. And you have to over it.
Well, see, the thing is, though, he'll very often do it on other people's lawns, and I really don't like that because I think that's a bit disrespectful.
Yeah.
You know, they might be really taking pride of their lawn throughout the year, and, you know, I don't want my dog creating big pockets of piss.
And that's why you take your whip out with you, isn't it?
Yes, and and the gun. And a strap a load of fireworks.
Yeah, yeah.
Awful.
Also not true. Jordan loves his dog.
Yes, absolutely not. No, just let him everywhere. Another one. When my birthday cake looked like a forest fire. From the amount of candles.
On it, yeah.
Since I started saying everything was better back in the day.
I don't think things have ever been better, really. Just different.
I suppose. I think better because it's what we are used to as growing up, and it's, you know, like you attach feelings to things, don't you?
Yeah, or maybe just better because you were too young to realise the horrors of the world at the time.
Maybe, yeah, maybe. Don't spoil it for me.
Okay, sorry.
What about taking a photo of a label in a supermarket, then zooming in of the picture on your phone to read the ingredients? Have you ever done that?
No, luckily. I am the person that my parents go to when there's something too small they can't read.
Ah, okay. I remember having to do that once on, I don't even know what it was some electrical device, and you know, you open up the battery compartment and it said something in it, and I couldn't for the life of me read it, so I had to get my torch on my phone, record the thing with the torch on, and then play it back afterwards and zoom it in. Right.
Did you know iPhones have a magnifier?
They do.
Which is actually, I think that's better than the camera. If you just use the camera for it, the magnifier is actually better.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know how.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that.
Try it.
Okay. When I next need to read the inside of a battery compartment, that will be my first thought.
That could be in 30 years.
It could be, by which point my eyesight will have deteriorated and I would have
memory
thought,
will be gone.
Actually, Ian's full of shit. It's worse.
And I can't wait for that call.
A few more for you. I got a hernia from sneezing too hard at 32.
Poor guy.
Yeah, that's not good, is it?
Poor person.
True, yeah. And penultimate one. When all new music sounds like crap.
Yeah.
I think that's true. We were discussing that the other night.
Yeah, it's just a thing that happens in it. It's like you say earlier, it's not what you're used to anymore. Music has evolved. It's not your acquired taste, I guess.
Yeah. Everything moves with times, doesn't it? You know, in the same way that fashion does.
Precisely.
Because for a long time, it was all about skinny jeans. And now it's not about that at all. You'll see it's all about really baggy jeans, actually.
Yeah, like they did in the 70s. History repeats itself. People from the 70s who are old now will be well happy.
Oh, yeah. They're like finally looking cool.
Baggy jeans are back.
There was someone that I used to teach, and her husband, she referred to him as baggy jeans.
Why?
Well, she referred to him mostly as baggy. And I'm assuming it was the jeans.
Either that or they were really into pegging.
Final one. I forgot I wrote this. When you hear the cashier say to the other, do you want these scratch cards doing at 45 past? That one really did it for me.
Yeah, that's how Jordan found out he was getting old. Kids say, what?
Oh, yeah, there was plenty others. I'll have to do a part 2 at some point because there was loads more.
Oh, please do.
But I just thought that rounded it off quite neatly.
I think, yeah, that was delicious, I think. And luckily for me, there's nothing in there which has made me go, oh, you're right, I am old.
No, except now you'll see your younger colleagues and think, I could be their dad. If I wish hard enough.
I might do a little lineup, like, all right, everyone, in a queue. Old enough to be your dad, old enough to be your dad, old enough to be your granddad.
I don't know what made it tickle me so much, but that really did.
I'm glad it did, because, it's always nice to hear you chuckle, Jordan.
Oh, God. Oh, my chest does hurt. I think I'm getting too old.
You know what, recently, my chest was killing me, like my upper chest muscles. I don't know what I'd done, but just to cough, it hurt.
Oh, you said that yesterday, yeah.
Yeah, luckily today I've woken up and I'm feeling a lot better. So, the regenerative powers of being a youngster are still with me.
Very good. You've used that power for the rest of the year now.
Yeah, which is fine, because I like money. if I go, I've got £100, I'll be like, well, I'm rich. I'll spend it all and get what I want. I don't care about tomorrow because I don't know what I need tomorrow.
Very true.
So that. I'll tell you that. I wish my arm would stop hurting.
I mean, that is self-inflicted, but it's artwork.
Actually, it was Dan that did it, not me.
Yeah, but it was your choice.
I'm going to blame him nonetheless.
Fair enough.
But Jordan, thank you for bringing us that little list. Hopefully it's not made anyone sort of pull themselves into a dark little corner and think, shit.
Yeah, I hope so too.
I am getting old.
But just be aware, everybody's feeling the same way.
That's true. Yeah, we all get old. You just got to do it with grace because it's going to happen. Enjoy it.
Unless, of course, you refer to clocks as being 45 past.
Yeah, then you'll say young forever.
Yeah.
But Jordan, with that, me old sausage, does that about bring us around to the end of today's episode?
I think it does.
Nice one! Thank you for tuning in to today's episode of Two Guys What's Up. Don't forget to follow the show wherever you listen to us so you don't miss another episode, and maybe even tell a friend. Tell your friend that we release an episode every Monday at 11:61 a.m.
Nice.
59 minutes to 1 a.m.
Yeah.
So if they want weekly comedy weirdness, then, all they gotta do is hit that little subscribe button.
Perfect. And if you'd like to get in touch with us, our Linktree link is in the bio of this episode, which you can click on and be jetted off to every single link you will ever need for all your Two Guys What's Up essentials. Want to get your own Two Guys What's Up t-shirt? Click the link.
Wanna feel old? Click the link.
Want us to be your daddy? Click the link.
There's a very special Patreon tier for that. But if you click that link, it will blast you off to Patreon, the home of all your Two Guys What's Up extra essentials, including shout-outs, t-shirts, aliens and mugs, daddy issues.
Oh, God.
And if you really can't get enough of our fantastic tales and haunting voices, well, then now you can get more of each, because there are currently 31 bonus episodes, which come out on the last Friday of every single month, just sitting up there, waiting for your ears to go and gobble up all that extra audio goodness. And all that is available right now, starting with the bonus episodes, for just £3 a month.
What a bargain. Mm-hmm. So if you want to help support the show and get some cool stuff while you do so, then head over to patreon.com/Two Guys What's Up to check out all the goodies over there. The link will be down below for your clickety-clackety pleasure.
But if you can't do that, but you'd still like to help us out, then a 5-star rating and review in your podcast app of choice would be the best and the freest way to do that for us, and we would be eternally grateful.
We would indeed.
But on that note, thanks for listening. Y'all have an amazing week, and we will see you next Monday.
I am your daddy.
Dad, come over here and twist my nips for me.
Oh, God.
But this poses a question, Jordan. Does that mean that Dumbies?
Dumbies. Those that say 45 past.
All right, let me get it together. Does this mean that zombies don't exist?